So many of you guys know we are moving because I accepted a position at QVC to train as an on-air host. And so that is leading us to move to Pennsylvania. And now I kind of have to like go through some of my stuff. And I have gotten actually quite a few questions about kind of highlights of my career, different things I've done. I've gotten questions on what materials I use and things like that. So I thought I'd take an opportunity while I'm actually going through some of this stuff. I don't normally have this stuff out to kind of talk about that. So first, some of the things I have out right now are things that I was maybe a model in. I did some modeling for Ford Robert Black here in Arizona. They were my agency for about over 10 years and got me some really cool opportunities. This is Phoenix Magazine. You guys have probably seen it in quite a few places. I did a little modeling for Sweet Republic and just a little spread, and that was actually shot by a local photographer here, Diana Elizabeth, who I know many of you know. And then I had the opportunity to be on the cover of kind of like a Summer Escapes. This was also through Ford, just a little modeling opportunity with some of the local actors and stuff. And speaking of Ford, that is Cherie Hartwell. How hot is she? She's actually the owner and lead talent agent over at Ford Robert Black. They did a feature on her in So Scottsdale magazine, and there's a spread in here that was like amazing. But the reason I have this magazine out is not only was my amazing agent in it, but they actually did a feature story of my Min Min Bear program inside of this feature. So it was kind of special to me because I consider Cherie definitely a mentor and a friend. And so I felt like very honored to be in the same edition where they kind of talked about something that I was very, very proud of. And for those of you who don't know what Min Min Bear was, I created a charity, so to speak, that honored people who needed a kidney transplant. And all the money towards these bears that we created went to people who needed that. So this was during my reign as Miss Arizona, United States in 2011, and it's something that is still close to my heart to this day. We still raise money, and all of the proceeds go to people who need it. So I'm pretty proud of that. That is actually what landed me to cover myself of So Scottsdale magazine. The year I was Miss Arizona, they put me on the cover, and then they did a spread. They did like a couple page spread on me and my family and kind of what I was doing as Miss Arizona. So a lot of really good opportunities came through the pageants. This was shot by J. Patrick Photo. He's well known here in the Valley. He did all of these picture shoots, and the story was by Wendy Rubicam. And that's the night that I won. At the time, he was my boyfriend. He's now my husband. This is my sister, Amanda. We actually competed together, technically kind of against each other in the same pageant. But it was a really special moment to be able to win and work with my sister. We had the best memories. And as you can tell, there's no competition there. We love each other very much. So, and she went on to compete actually a year later and win a different title, to where she went and actually won a national title from there. So trust me when I tell you, there's no bad blood here. This is nothing but excitement. And that's my mom, Mindy. She's actually the one that we created the Min Min Bear program after. That's who the bears are named after. My mom is a kidney transplant recipient. She's actually currently in stage 4 renal failure and needs another kidney. So we will be looking for donors sometime later in that process. But this was kind of the night that we won. It was super fun. And there's a fashion spread. How cute are those? Ooh, those are cute outfits. I like it. So this was just kind of something that I was really proud of, and my mom was really proud of, and it was definitely something that we loved being a part of. So Scottsdale, if you're watching this, thank you for asking us to take part. While I was also at Ford, I did the Sky Mall magazine. Shout out Southwest Airlines. You guys, okay, so first of all, Ford will remember this because they booked me on this job. This was... this outfit right here was an actual vintage outfit from like 1980, I think, was the outfit. So obviously the hairstyle, I'm rocking the like amazing blue eyeshadow. You guys, this was seen by, I have no idea how many people across the country, as it was in their planes for like 3 months. But I mean, there's me in all of my glory. I know. you can't get enough. But so something that people have asked me, actually when I did that little question survey, is some of the highlights of my career. So it's one reason I'm sharing this for those of you guys who are just watching now. But also, this is something I've held on to. These are only a couple of my like lanyards from being on the red carpet. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. A lot of the stuff, these specifically came from when I was the host of Celeb TV out in Chicago. My husband and I moved out there. That was really fun. We had 19 million viewers a month. I was on Hulu, Yahoo, MSN. We were seen around the world in different places, airports, taxi cabs, things like that. We had a lot of fun doing that. So I loved doing the entertainment news when I did it, but I'm super excited to be moving on to my new venture. But as you can see, we had a lot of fun. We did the CMT Awards. This was a red carpet pass to NBC Universal, and then I had actually been given by one of the VPs of NBC a backstage pass to their after party, which by the way was so much fun, and got to meet and hang out with a lot of the Bravo talent, NBC talent. And as a matter of fact, you guys, okay, so while I was on this red carpet, this is the funniest story I think I have in life. I actually interviewed Meghan Markle at the time, and at this specific what do you call it, red carpet. And what I find funny about it is I didn't really watch Suits at the time. I wasn't a huge watcher of the show, so I was aware of who she was, but obviously now being the Duchess and how royally obsessed I am, I have a selfie, I have a picture of her being interviewed by us on the red carpet, and you guys, I just can't get over it now that she's a Duchess, and I'm obsessed. And I kind of wish that I would have made friends with her, because we would have been besties, you know this. And not only that, but I could have been invited to the royal wedding. Think about that. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. Anyways, I kid, but a couple people moving on have asked me about the what I've used for materials over the years. So this is like, you guys, this is an old school resume. This is what I kind of started. This is some of my early work. A lot of things I was really proud of, but I just took, a lot of people said, hey, how did you get into TV? I just took anything that anyone would give me. And luckily I found some really great agents. You know, I found people that really believed in me and wanted to see me succeed. And so I was very fortunate that way, which is how I got, you know, a lot of this. And so I was very lucky that way. So for those of you guys and gals that are watching, either getting into entertainment or wanting to do something, you know, more full-time basis, this is kind of like what our resumes used to look like when nothing was digital. This was one of my first headshots. Holy cow. That was done by a photographer, Stephen Wada, I believe, in Los Angeles. And Shayna Mokler was the one who helped me put all these together. So shout out to Shayna. This was, talk about evolution in hair color. What? Another Ford headshot. This was taken by Diana Elizabeth again, same photographer as my Phoenix magazine. We did a lot of work together back in the day. She's great. Still photographing and everything. And then this is another one of my headshots, also done by Diana. So these are some of the materials I used to use. I have like, I don't know where I put them, but I used to have like comp cards and stuff and different things like that. If you're doing modeling, you'll need those. But this is just, someone asked me about this, and I thought it was a good opportunity to share, because it's all going back in a box where I probably won't see it for another 10 years. If my daughters ever care, or sons ever care when we have kids, then maybe I'll whip them out. But this is just some of the things I'm proud of, and like I said, I'm very fortunate to have people like Cherie. Hi, Cherie. Hopefully she doesn't kill me for putting this on here. You know, that I'm just really proud of, and I've had a lot of really amazing people in my life. So if you guys have more questions, of course, send them my way. I hope that this somehow helped. And also, someone asked me, last thing, who one of my favorite interviews was of all time. Tom Hanks. He was one of the nicest people I've ever met. He and his wife, Rita Wilson, were just gracious and kind and amazing. So thank you for watching. I've rambled on long enough. I should really get back to organizing and packing, because, guys, we're moving in like a month. And we have a lot to do. So thanks for watching. And if you guys, have any questions, of course, send them my way. Bye.